I wanted to share something that I've been talking with my team about. It's this phrase, a lot of my clients will hear me say this. It's equity now versus equity later. I just want to be clear that nothing is as linear as that, nor as straightforward, but just for the sake of understanding, I say equity now versus equity later. And what do I mean by this? I want to give an example. So I think a few videos ago, I had talked a little bit about power and, when you have that equity value of wanting to share power, what that might look like. We're going to use that as an example. So let's say that you're a leader with this value and you want to share power. And you go ahead and you create a situation where you are promoting people up to leadership because they have demonstrated the potential to lead. And for you, that's like, I am creating equity right now because everyone is sharing in that power. I'm giving people those opportunities to lead. Well, when I say equity now, what we're doing is sacrificing the equity we could have later. The reason being is that if you are prematurely promoting people into that role, if you didn't develop them to be able to be successful in that role, what you do later on is create an inequitable situation where people cannot sustain themselves in that role, that they are no longer able to do the job because they didn't learn the basics or the foundations to be able to do the role once they're in it. So what started out as an equitable decision is creating an inequitable outcome. Why? Because now the people that you promoted, they get frustrated, they might get disgruntled, they might end up leaving. Not to mention the cost of having to replace those folks in terms of being able to hire, but then also the emotional and the social cost of losing people who actually had the potential to lead had they been given all the tools and the resources to do so. So when you are making decisions, I would really love for you to consider, are you making a decision for equity right now? Or are you thinking about what equity is going to look like in the future? And do you need to make a decision that feels a little uncomfortable right now, but that's going to give you the sustainable outcome in the long run?